Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over cryptocurrency market primarily, but we have a new bullish signal, if you will. You know, this guy right here, Robert Kiyosaki, he's calling for a crash again, guys. But September 22 specifically, he did, I think, 3 times, on his Twitter. Maybe he's deleted it by now, but I saw it with my own eyes. And he called for the crash in September, October of 22. And let's see how good he was good at predicting that. Let's check out the cues. He's going for a crash. Robert Kiyosaki said October of 22, and it went up here. Huh. Wow. I mean, how did some of these guys I guess because he's rich and he sells a lot of books, it's okay to make retarded mistakes in the markets. Hey, and he's supposed to be the expert. Everybody goes and follows. A pretty bad track record. Hey, he's going to get it right one day. So, hey, I think it's bullish. So he's called for another crash. All right, guys. So here we go. NASDAQ, he's calling for a crash. Maybe even Kramer. I gotta check on him too. Maybe he's calling for a crash. By the way, drop a like, guys. Be really, really appreciated. Hit the subscribe button. Be really, really appreciated too. This is the small channel, right? This is the small channel. So you know what that means? That's where the real gains are going to be made, because in the market, 80% of the masses get smashed. Okay. Especially times like right now, because this is like, you have to be really, really sharp in the markets right now, guys. You cannot screw around, because there's like, is it going to be going up? Interest rates. What's the Fed doing? Are they doing QE? Are they doing QT? Is it shadow QE? What is going on exactly? Is the recession coming? Is it not coming? People are looking for the recession, saying it's coming, and it's on and on and on and on and on, right? And it's like, what are the markets going to do? Are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? So, let's see what's going to happen here. But I'll tell you something right now. Until proven otherwise, NASDAQ, the Qs, these are the Qs right here, guys. Qs. So you want tech stocks to continue to trend up and to the right if you want Bitcoin to go up. I doubt if the NASDAQ and the tech stocks are going to be doing a big, massive drop, probably Bitcoin won't do it, right? So Bitcoin's kind of like the what do they call that? Like you do you're like a jack, what is that, jack of all trades, master of none type thing. That's like what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's like a tech stock for a little while, then becomes like gold, and like goes off on its own and things. It's kind of interesting. But hey, as long as it's not I don't want it to be going with gold, actually, guys. I didn't like that. When Bitcoin started tracking gold, I was getting really, really worried. I was like, nah, screw this, man. Gold doesn't do nothing. What do you mean gold, man? It's gonna be going up and to the right, but you're not gonna get like any super moonshots anytime soon in gold, man. So I didn't like that. It needs to track tech stocks, in my opinion, because they can do shots over there, guys, as you can see. But here's the deal. The Qs in the NASDAQ are probably gonna be going up and to the right till October, maybe in the rest of the year, maybe even in 2024. Okay. So until proven otherwise with this, right now it's in a correction. You see the weekly moving averages. The 9 would be the first target, and the 21. And if it stays above the 40, it comes all the way down there. It's still bullish. Okay. It's just in a correction. You can see it hit the 21, bounced out of there, hit the 9 2 times. Don't come back down there. It just kind of depends on where this is all going to end up. I think it's going to break all-time highs, guys. I think like the Qs and stuff could be breaking all-time highs. So we shall see. The other one here, this is like your secret key to Bitcoin, in my opinion. You could check MicroStrategy. You could check Riot Blockchain. You can check CleanSpark, Mara, things like that. They're looking like they're kind of going a little bit bullish. And GBTC is definitely looking like it's wanting to go bullish. You can see a volume candle down there. It's higher than all those candles right down there. You see that, guys? Oh, I'm down here at the bottom. Look at that candle. Volume candle. Look above all those. So you got some serious momentum behind that candle. And I made a video over here. Smart money was buying right here. Boom. Right? They bought early. See, smart money is not always smart. But they were getting ready. They're like big whales in Bitcoin. They were buying over there in June 22, guys. They're just like, let me get a bag. Let me get a bag. So same thing over here. And it looks like right over here too, guys, are doing the same thing, and they're getting prepared for this. So if GBTC, which is Grayscale, Bitcoin Trust, is going to go up, Bitcoin more than likely is going to go up. Okay. I doubt that this is going to do a moonshot and Bitcoin is going to go down. Doubt it, guys. This has Bitcoin in it, right? That's it, Bitcoin. So it cleared this gap over here. Here's a 200-week moving average. You can see the 9, 21, and the 40 on the weekly. They're all in order. You want them? Just like this over here. 9, 21, 40. You see that right over here? Boom, 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 boom. What did it do? Boom, boom, boom. And then you got this over here, right? So I'm looking for this target right here, 22, 21. Now, it's not going to just, well, I said this last time. I said it's not going to shoot right up there. I mean, maybe it is going to shoot right up there, but I kind of expected maybe a correction. And then you see this gap right here, guys, on the weekly. Boom, boom, boom. There you go, 23.64. Boom. And if it gets up there, maybe a little correction. And then next target right up here, there's a supply zone at 31 and in this area. How long is it going to take it to finish this? That's a good question. I mean, this could be done by the end of the year, guys. I mean, like this could go all the way right up there. And then if you have GBTC, when it was at $52 is when Bitcoin was at 69K, was at 69K. So give you an idea possibly what Bitcoin is going to be doing over there, guys. But for this week, you want to see what Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is going to do right over here. So you see that little line, that's a little gap. You can't see it on the weekly, but there's a little tiny gap. I think it's on the daily, and it hit it, filled it, boom, and it could be coming right back down here to this fair value gap, which is a daily, or maybe even this one. If this is a third wave, don't expect this correction to go too deep, okay? I would be pulling the trigger at 38% and definitely 50% on this move. I wouldn't be expecting no 70, 80% correction if it's a third wave. Just don't know yet. But whatever it's going to do is what Bitcoin's going to do right over here, guys. If it's just going to go a 3-wave swing, boom, like that, then, and gets out of there, you're going to know what Bitcoin's going to do. If it's going to go all the way back down here and start doing a massive dump and break that slow, more than likely, that's what Bitcoin's going to do. So let's go over to crypto and check that out. Go to Bitcoin, okay? Right over here, Bitcoin is same thing. You can see 200-week moving average, the 921.40. And I mean, it's looking bullish, guys. You know, I go to a monthly chart. You know, that candle, as long as it stays above this previous red candle with that bottom wick, this monthly candle is telling you more than likely you have a trend continuation. So the monthly chart is up and to the right. The weekly chart is telling you up and to the right. I mean, there's the long-term time frames, no doubt, on Bitcoin are bullish, guys. Okay, until you need to see a serious breakdown from here to go get bearish on Bitcoin. But you know, what is it going to do? I'm expecting a little pop to 32.4, 32.5, maybe even 32.8 for Bitcoin. That could be a little fourth wave, but not really too sure yet. And then see where it's going to correct. If that is a bottom of a correction and this is a third wave, so the candles, the volume candle is as high as that volume candle, okay? So that's a good signal. So this, if this is a first of a third or something like that, an aggressive wave, then this correction will be very deep, just like GBTC. So just have to wait and plan it out and see. If it gets back down to these areas, I would say 27-ish, guys. You know, that's probably going to be a buy the dip opportunity, and probably don't want to sit on that if you want to make another run with Bitcoin. So where is it going to end up? I'm thinking ultimately Bitcoin at a minimum is targeting this area, this 48,000, guys, right here. Okay. I think that's going to be a minimum 48.50K. Okay. For this leg to get up there. Could it go higher? It definitely could. There's 55 in this zone right here, guys. Okay. So it remains to be seen how it's going to get up there, but I definitely think there's going to be a target for 48,000 on a minimum for Bitcoin right here. Okay. So let's go over trending cryptocurrencies over here. Let's see what retail is looking at. Let's see what retail is looking at. They're looking at ApeCoin. They're always checking out ApeCoin. They like that ApeCoin, don't they? Near Protocol did a bounce today. Pendle Coin, guy on Twitter told me about that. That thing's like gone up 20x already, and it hasn't really done a deep correction. It looks like it's going to break all-time highs. I told him about that on Twitter. So if you're in it, I probably would stay in it and just ride that wave. Check the protocol, Veracity. Veracity coin's still on the list again. Checking it out. 24%, 27 days. Not bad. And Bitcoin, Radix, Ethereum, Popsicle Finance. So that's what they're checking out today, guys. And green candles, wherever the green candles are. So let's go over USDT dominance chart. I go over this one. So algos are suggesting that this is going to be going into a downtrend. You know, not just all these red candles like that, like this big one, going to be going down to a downtrend all the way until August, guys. I'm kind of expecting kind of generally this area. That'll be good for crypto. That means people are exiting Tether and they're going into Bitcoin and other cryptos. That's what that suggests. It's not 100% that happens. Aave coin, you know, it came right to that resistance line, rejected, come back down. You want to see it get outside of that trend line, outside of it, and get out of there. Okay, so you know, I went over this yesterday. A lot of them looked like they did this massive flat. So Aave did a massive flat from August of 22 all the way over here to June. Basically, 1 year flat move. It looks like you got a three-wave move, and then you know, a move here with a flat up there, another three-wave move back over here, and this whole freaking thing is your massive flat. Did a nice move over here. Is it doing something like that? It very well could be, guys. But personally, you know, like you got to determine where you want to take the serious risk it for the biscuit on your cryptos and buying like down here at the bottoms where you have no clear indication of it being bullish. That's on you. Um, but if you're like on an Aave, you know, obviously if you have a low here and you have a higher low over here and you're confident in this was a corrective move and this could have been an impulse, then you would buy it here. Otherwise, be on the safe side, you'd want Aave to get out of there and start bouncing off that previous trend to get out of there again, guys. Okay. So that's how I do it with Aave. And same thing with any of these other coins, you know, like so you have this right here for Cardano. I think it was a low. It looks pretty good, actually, guys. I think that was a pretty good, decent, significant low for Cardano. This whole thing, Binance coin, you know, this is looking real bearish on the weekly. You can see how these are all turning down, going like this. This more than likely is coming back down to here, guys. You know, so the only way I would say that Binance coin is going to be breaking down and getting through here, which is probably not going to be really good for cryptocurrency, is if there's something nefarious or something wrong with BNB coin over there at Binance. Don't think so, but they've been hit hard, and actually, surprisingly, it's done pretty good, guys. So this whole thing, in my opinion, you got your three wave up, three. I remember this right here. This is a definite flat area. Thought maybe it's getting out of there. 5-wave move, came back up, and now you came back over here. And so what you got is your three wave, and your three wave back over here. And is it doing a massive flat? It very well could, guys. So as long as it doesn't break, this is the low, the 185. So to me, it's just like trying to finish off this wave over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5. Okay. Is what I would be checking out for Binance coin. Any other coins I'm looking at here? Ethereum. Yeah, looking at the moving averages. It's above the 200, above the 40, above 21. It's actually even above the 9 right now. It's very bullish, you know, on the weekly chart here. And was that a significant bottom? If Bitcoin made a bottom right there and Ethereum made a bottom right there, this is bullish. Doesn't mean it's going to do a moonshot out of there anytime soon. It could be just snaking its way up there, guys. You know, kind of like in any fifth wave, sometimes they don't do like a moonshot type, if you will, over here, like it did over here on this third wave. It could be snaking its way up here like this. That's the reality of it. And just boom, 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 and then keep going up like this. Maybe at some point there might be in the middle some kind of like move from here to here like that potentially, but that could be happening with Ethereum, guys. So Phantom Coin, Looks okay. Gala coin came down here. That demand zone looks okay. GLQ's one I'm bullish on. That doesn't look like much of a move, guys, but you know, right there to right there is like 50%. I think it's just hanging out in that area. I'm into this coin, and I'm very bullish on it. You know, when it makes its move, guys, it's going to move quick. You know, that's 18x right there, and it definitely targets here, gets above there, and then it's off for GLQ in my opinion. So more than likely it's going to be doing the same thing. You can see it hung out in here for a little while, hung out in here for a little while too, until it finally made that move. So if Bitcoin's going to 48, I expect this to probably breach the 4 set area, guys. I'm going to breach that area and get up there pretty easy. Well, I don't want to say easy, but you guys know what I mean. Chain link right here. I'll just say this about chain link. Is this the whole chart? This is a very bullish chart, guys. Like, see, you know, very, very bullish. Then sideways, bore people out. What is it doing? Here's chain link. If this, you know, you can see here's the 200 way up here, these moving average way here. Technically, it's bearish on a weekly chart, but if this is here and it swings back down to here at 450 or even 402, and you like chain link, not financial advice, you probably want to grab that because you have some fair value gap areas here. You got massive demand zone. Well, that's covered it, but that would be probably your opportunity if that's not it, in my opinion. And that could have been it. Nakamoto Games, I'm expecting to come up and hit that supply zone up there, guys. It'll come back down to do a correction in this section. And Nakamoto Games is pretty interesting, guys. Like right now, this thing is looking like it could be entering into a serious wave. Take a look at the RSI. I was showing that on Twitter, and it didn't break that. Okay, so on the daily RSI, if it comes up, boom, and breaks that, then this here's your wave 1, this is your 2, and this will be your 3rd wave. And if it breaks that RSI over here from November 2021, it's done. It's over. This thing is like freaking going off. Okay. So, and it could eventually. So, what could happen over here? Let's say this is your first move, comes back down, does a correction, and then it starts working over here, and you see it break that. It's off. It's off for Nakamoto Games, guys. Okay. So, it will be rolling. Near protocol, let's take a look at it on the weekly. Just a second. I mean, you know, technically it's still bearish, guys, but you know, looking at near protocol, this is what I'd say about this. Okay. So if you're a near protocol fan, I'm not really. I think it was overhyped in the last cycle through here. You know, it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Luna, and they got some really dodgy coins on their chain, but hey, you know, I mean, they all do, right? So here's the deal, man. Up into this wave, this wedge came back all the way down over here. 70-80% correction of this whole wave. Good signal. You know, the moving average is telling you it's still bearish. It could be getting out of there. You know, I wouldn't enter into it, but like I would wait for a wave and get for a correction or something like that. But you can miss part of the move. It did come down to this massive, I think it's a monthly demand zone that I have down here, and it rocketed out of there. So, you know, you definitely like not buying any tops for a 95% correction for near protocol. So, you know, your downside risk, I would say, could be. I wouldn't say it would breach this. I would say it's probably going to stay above that area, guys. So that's your downside risk on near protocol if it's not getting out of there. So, all right, guys. Shield protocol kind of reminds me of render coin in a way with this move. It's actually a much prettier, nice looking wave. You can see how these moving averages are all in order on the weekly, and it's looking very, very bullish. Probably one of the most bullish assets in cryptocurrency right now with this massive move. I'm kind of expecting this to go on over here. Shield protocol, guys. Boom, 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 boom. At least to there, and it could come down right there. Potentially, That's the other one too, Demetra. I was going over Demetra, guys. I'm really big on that coin, and Demetra is a coin here that I'm looking for it to maybe getting into it at this 3 cents and then back down to the 2 cents. I think it's a really good buy zone for Demetra coin, guys. Okay, so you see on the weekly, very very bullish, and then on this 9 is rolling over and giving you that bearish signal on the weekly right there, guys. Is rolling over right there, probably telling you this is going to be coming down like that and eventually roll out of there like so. That's how I see that. But otherwise, guys, the coins, everything looks okay. It's okay. It's just a struggle to get out of here. Some of the coins, Vicoin, here's one I'm big on. This has got the whole AI narrative, and it's registered security in Europe. So Gary Gensler, they can't come after us, right? At least I don't think so. I mean, at least it's registered security, man. I mean, it's got that going for it. Boom. Thing they can't take it out. It's registered security. It's good to go, right? So maybe something like that, and people are like, oh wow, that one's registered. They come buy it, right? So I should post that on Twitter and let people know about that. It's like, wow, there's a registered security, crypto security. Yeah, let me jump in. So anyhow, I think that if they're not looking at Vietcoin, which you don't hear about, like you go to regular YouTubes and Twitters, and I don't hear about Vietcoin, guys, but that's typical, hear about it in this. And when it's going like that, nobody wants to hear about it. And that's usually how it goes, isn't it? And then once it starts getting a shot out of there, they'll start talking about it again, guys. So that's usually how it goes. They know, it's not doing anything for them. And they're using that lizard brain, part of their brain, the green candles is like, oh, yeah. And they get excited, So if you're in trading, you need to get rid of that part of your brain, or like put that part of your brain on hold when you're looking at these coins, and don't get enticed by green candles and things like that. Okay. So that's what you want to do in this market, in any of these markets. So eliminate all the emotions as much as you can, which is very, very difficult to do. Very, very difficult to do, guys. It's like one of the most difficult things to do. That's why trading is so difficult, is trying to get rid of the emotions. Discretionary trading is one of the most difficult jobs on the planet. And most people don't do it, don't make it. Very, very difficult to do. So cryptocurrency looking okay. It's looking okay, guys. I'm not really concerned with anything. At the end of the day, what is going to matter is what is GBTC over here and Bitcoin going to be doing over here. And just pay attention to see what this is going to be doing. It has really, really, really good signals all throughout that it's going into a new trend. So more than likely, that means that Bitcoin is possibly going to be doing the same thing too, guys. So far, so good. Probably have a shallow correction. If that's a third wave, a shallow correction, and it can get out of there. If that is a third wave, I mean, I hope that it's a third wave, but I don't know. I mean, we really don't know. At the end of the day, we don't know, right? It's all about possibilities and probabilities. But you have this, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you got a correction right there. So to me, if you don't bite, just under the probabilities of this is a 1, 2, 1, 2. I mean, it's just, to me, you're risking this with Bitcoin, like 12%, 12% with Bitcoin, guys. Like, that's like this setup right here, guys. Like, I can't stress this enough. This setup right here could be similar to like this setup. Not to say it's going to go that high, but this is the whole area right here. That same setup over here. It could be the same thing. Okay. Or maybe even like a COVID low or something like that. Or maybe like this, and you get in there, getting there. That is the opportunity that you potentially could be presented right here with Bitcoin, guys. If that comes back down here, okay, not to say that it will. It might not. Maybe this thing's going to continue on, but if it's coming back down here, that is the opportunity that is being presented to you, okay? So what am I going to do? I'll tell you straight up what I'm going to do. If Bitcoin's getting down to like 27, I see a 27, I see a 3-wave swing from this top, I see a 27, I'm going to buy. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.